Trevor Noah, Born a Crime, is the story of Trevor Noah's life in South Africa and what he experienced living post-apartheid as a mixed race. Trevor Noah was born February 20th, 1984, in Johannesburg, South Africa, though he was born a crime. At the time, South Africa was under apartheid. As Trevor Noah wrote on page 8, apartheid was perfect racism. The genius of apartheid was convincing people who were the overwhelming majority to turn on each other. Apart hate is what it was. You separate people into groups and make them hate on one another so you can run them all. As the Immortality Act of 1927 on page 6 states, illicit carnal intercourse between Europeans and natives and other acts in relation thereto. This meant that it was illegal for Trevor's mother, a black woman, and Trevor's father, a white man, to have a child together. This made Trevor Noah a social outcast. What this meant is that for simple things, like going to the zoo or the grocery store, Trevor had to do things like walk apart from his mom and dad in case there was a police officer or a snitch in the streets, which could cause for massive consequences for him and his family. Another example is when Trevor went to his grandma's house, a community only for blacks. Trevor could never leave his house, not even for things like playing catch with his cousins or going for a walk with his mom, because it was illegal. In 1994, apartheid, in name, came to an end, though the social barriers and isolations it created remained. Growing up as a non-white and a non-black, Trevor, from a young age, lived the life being excluded. Simple things such as who he should hang out with at school posed problems. White kids found him dirty, while black kids found him too classy. This is what apartheid did. It created laws to keep the same people with each other, and then makes them hate the others. This happened on a larger scale too. As Trevor Noah wrote in his book, gangs often were also separated by skin colors. In fact, he saw this firsthand when he was arrested for car theft on page 197. He found that even in the jail and temporary prison he was at, people were separated by skin color, and tensions were high between the groups. This kind of division can also be connected to the kind of division we see amongst people over here in the US, though here it is for different reasons. In South Africa, races are divided due to the fact that they have been taught over generations to hate others that are not like them. Whereas in the US, because of the difference in the way people are treated, people prefer to be with others that understand what they go through. Like Emmanuel Acho once said, "If you and I were in a race, and the official at the start line held me back for the first 200 meters, and you had a 200-meter head start, the only way to level out the race is to stop you from running, or to put me on a golf court and catch myself up." Well, you see, what we've done is we've simply said, okay, you're free to run. When in all honesty, black people were held back for hundreds of years. And so if in the recent years we said, okay, black people, you can go now, that's no fair race. This connects to the prompt, because what we see is that although apartheid has ended legally, those social barriers still remain and still affect people of color. This then reiterates the main point once again. People of mixed race are not able to find their place in society due to the social isolations created by apartheid.